Today's video is going to be what to do if you don't want to have sex, and I'm primarily talking about what to do if you don't want to have sex with your partner, but we will touch on what to do if you don't want to have sex with yourself. This has come from the fact that I've been there. Very recently been there and worked it through, so I'm hoping I can help you to work it through too. So I'd love your honest feedback, your comments, your questions. If you don't want to leave them in the comments below, you can always DM me on Instagram and I will always respond. And also aware that I'm wearing a cactus bra right now, only bra I could find this morning, so apologies if it's distracting, but we're going to roll with it. So first up, what you need to do is grab some paper, and I want you to join me in thinking the reasons why you might not want to have sex. Not posting any blame on anybody, but thinking about what else is going on. So we've got to address the elephant in the room, which is of course lockdown and COVID over here. I think a lot of us think it's having impacts in some areas, but it's having impacts everywhere. Primarily that we're locked down. So the one thing a lot of us have in our lives is spontaneity and freedom and free will, and that's kind of gone for a lot of us. Every day is Groundhog Day. Let's be honest, we know exactly what we're doing right now, and if you're a parent or you're working from home, every day is the same, and that is really hard to get a spark if there's nothing sparking you. And I know how that feels. And the third one, what about circumstances? Are you used to having the same routine when it comes to sex? Because I know I am. I know exactly, I could pinpoint, I know exactly what's going to happen, I know how it's going to happen, and I know that it was giving me the ick. We're 10 years in and I love my husband to pieces, but did I start to think, shit, do I not fancy him anymore? Do we not have a spark? Do we have a spark? Do we not have a spark? Do we need to get a divorce? Am I broken more? I even spoke to my friends. I had a cry about it. I was generally really stressed about it. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 periods and we still hadn't had sex. And I was really starting to panic. But I sat down like you are now and thought, what else is going on? Lockdown, Groundhog Day, spontaneity, no me time. Where was my me time where I could feel sexy? And I don't mean doing my makeup, doing my hair. I've kind of done, I haven't done it yet, but I've got some lipstick on. But where was that want to feel sexy, that need to get dressed up, that thing to be around people, to feel the sun on my skin? It's winter. There's so many things going on that just don't lead to me feeling sexy. So what did I do? Because it's going to be a really short and sweet video. I sat down and the first thing I did was I told Leon to back off, because have you ever been there before where the other person's hounding you and you are literally like, no, my vagina is closed. There's nothing worse than when they're kind of like constantly touching or trying to be with you and you're like, this is just pissing me off more. So I sat him down and the first thing I did was I was brutally honest and I said how I was feeling and that I really wanted to work on it. This is not a breakup conversation, but this is me wanting to find why I don't want to have sex. It's important that I want to have sex with you and I'm not going to fake it with you and I'm not going to do any of those things. So we've got to work on this. So first of all, I said I need a 2-week grace period. Like I need a whole pass of 2 weeks, not to have sex with other people, but where you're not going to try and initiate sex or be overly tactile or make me feel bad if I'm not wanting to have sex. That was great. It literally felt like I went, I can breathe, because I've got 2 weeks where I can just work on myself and hopefully want to pounce on you, which is what I really wanted to do. And then I said, some days I just need to not be touched. Some days or some hours or some minutes. If you're a parent, you're probably going to get this more than anybody, or if maybe you work in caring, or if people are always on you, sometimes you're just like, get off. As in, Jax is on me, Leon's lovely, he's so tactile, Stephen is always on me, and I sometimes feel like a lot of the world is on me because of my job, so you just get a bit like, get off, everyone off the roundabout, I need some space. That was the other thing I had to do. Then I needed to ask to have some me time, which I probably shouldn't have to ask, but you know, when you're both working from home, you're in lockdown, everything is kind of a routine to kind of get you through the day. So I said, I'm gonna need some time, and this time isn't for me to get my work done, this time isn't for me to wash my hair, this time isn't for me to, I don't know, get ready for the day. This time is for me to work on myself, and that might look like me painting my nails, it might look like me going for a walk, it might look like me reading a book. There's lots of different things it might look like. It might look like me going upstairs and actually using my vibrator. It might look like anything, but I'm trying to find my sexy spark back, and I need that time and I need you to allow that. So that was a really important one. And then I said, we need to work on the circumstances, because I know our sex life like a clock. And I've realized that I don't want that clock anymore. I would very much like to be in the living room, or maybe in the car, or maybe outside, and I don't want it to be so obvious, and I don't want to have to put on a sexy outfit, or I don't want to have to have put my hair up for it to be a thing. There's so many things I don't want it to have to be. And maybe I want to make the move, but I want to make the move before you've made the move. And if you're always making the move, then I can't make it. So there was a lot of honesty and a lot of chats, and sometimes it was a bit uncomfortable, and it was the best thing I've ever done. Because now I feel like the primary thing a lot of us forget about is, are you having sex for you, or are you having sex for them? Because I think I was having sex for him. And that meant I didn't really want to do it because it felt like a job. I don't want to have sex with somebody else. I mean, I want to have sex with somebody else, but I want to have sex for me and enjoy it with somebody else. I don't want to be having sex for someone else, because when I do that, it's just like doing the dishes or cooking or doing another to-do list. And when you realize that, it's like, okay, that's why I've kind of gone on sex, because it's become a job. So think about it. I want you to get a piece of paper. I want you to write down why you might not want to have sex. Then ask yourself the question, who are you having sex for? And then ask yourself, how can I make those changes? What do I need? And then be brutally honest with your partner. Now, if you are with the right person, and if you approach it at the right time, not when they're asking you for sex, I cannot see why someone wouldn't be like, yeah, you want to improve your sex, our sex life, you want to improve the fact that you want to have more sex, go and work on that and come see me when you are ready. So I hope this was helpful, short and sweet. I'm going to be posting lots more on this, and I would love your topic ideas, your questions, anything you want from me. Post it in the comments below. You're not broken, you're not alone, there's just a lot of shit going on, and you're not prioritizing your sex. So I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go.